Hello and welcome to another session of Let's Learn German. I hope you revised the previous session, and in this session we are going to do nouns in the plural forms. You are already familiar with nouns in the singular form, and you also know how to distinguish a noun with this ending and then say if the noun belongs to the masculine gender, to the feminine gender or to the neutral gender, and write the appropriate article along with the noun. Now, let us look at how the plural is made with the noun in the singular. So, as you know, these nouns are with certain endings, and as you can see, this noun computer with the ending er belongs to the masculine gender, therefore, the article there. Noun ending with chen belongs to the neutral gender, which is das. Noun ending with lein belongs to the neutral gender das, and a noun ending with al usually belongs to the masculine gender there. However, when they make a plural form, they all take the same article, which is the. As I told you, the plural article for all the noun is the in nominative as well as in accusative. And if you look here, there is no change in the form of the noun. So, in the singular noun we have their computer, and in the plural we have the same form of the noun, which is the computer. The same rule applies for the next noun, which is das Mädchen in singular, which is the Mädchen in plural. Das Büchlein in singular remains the Büchlein in plural, and the word der Himmel remains the Himmel in plural. So, let us derive the rule that nouns which end with er, like computer, chen or chen like Mädchen, laein or laen like Büchlein, or al or el like Himmel are same when they are in the singular form as well as in the plural form. Make sure that whenever you write the plural form of these nouns or nouns which are similar in endings like them, always write the article the, and when they are singular they might carry different articles. Now, in this part we would again look at some other aspects of plural in the German language. Now, if you see here, we have certain nouns in singular. Das Büro, which means the office or the work area. Das Auto, which means a car. Das Institut, which is similar to the English word, the institute. As you can see, the word bureau and in the word auto, the ending is o and o. So, and here if you see, the plural form for these two words is s and s. So, any noun which ends with o in most cases builds the plural with s. So, we have das Büro because bureau belongs to the neutral gender, die Büros with the ending s, das Auto, die Autos, s. And for many words in German language which are called foreign words or words which are taken from the other language or exist in the other language, like the word institute, they are always pluralized by the addition of s. So, we have das Institut, the institutes. Now, coming towards these two nouns, the Lampe, the Uhr. Now, Lampe means lamp and the Uhr means a watch or a clock. Now, if you look here, the word Lampe carries the ending a, because of which it belongs to the feminine gender, and as you know, the is the article for the feminine gender. Now, when you look at the ending of the plural, there is an n attached to the noun, because of which the plural form becomes the lampen, and the word the uer gets the plural form the ueren, and this is the case for mostly all the nouns which belong to the feminine gender. They make the plural form with an usually, which is the case here, and they follow the same rule where the word or the letter n is attached to make the plural form. I would like to tell you that mostly all the feminine nouns carry the ending an while building the plural, as you can see here. Now, in this part we would continue to work with the plural forms of the noun, and we will learn how nouns and the plural forms are made, again with certain rules. Now, look at the noun der Apfel, which means the apple. Now, as you know, the article der denotes the masculine gender. However, when you look at the plural form of this noun, here you will see that there is a slight transformation where a in singular has been transformed into a in plural with this umlaut. So, nouns which usually have an a in singular either at the beginning or after another letter, they usually have the ending with an umlaut in the plural. So, the Apfel, the Äpfel. Now, let us look at this noun, the mouse, which is singular, and as you know, mouse is like the English mouse, and here the mouse is here the noun with the article the, which you know belongs to the feminine gender. Now, let us look at the transformation of the singular noun in the plural noun, and in the plural here the a is replaced by the a, and in addition there is an e or a at the end. So, again when you have nouns which follow something patterns, some patterns which are similar like this, the ending will be an umlaut and an a. Now, look at this noun, das Haus, where the article is das, which makes it the neutral gender. The plural, however, is with a umlaut and in addition a r. So, nouns which follow this pattern are usually in category where usually they follow either the neutral gender or the masculine gender along with the ending ar. Now, look at this noun der Tisch, which means the table. Mostly all the nouns which are in masculine follow this pattern where they take an e at the end to make the plural form. So, der Tisch, which means the table, has the plural form die Tische with the addition of a at the end. And now, let us look at this noun das Kind. Here das, as you know, refers to the neutral article, and here the plural form of das Kind is die Kinder. So, we know that here the ar is added to convert the noun into a plural form. So, we have das Kind, die Kinder, and as I told you earlier, die is the plural article for the nouns in nominative and accusative. Now, in the other segment, we would learn more about nouns in some other variations. Now, in this segment, we would again look at some other aspects of the plural in German. Let us look at this noun, die Lehrerin, which means the teacher. Well, here it means a female teacher, which is in singular. Look at the plural form here, die Lehrerinnen. So, as you can see, nouns which end with en, especially for professions, they take the ending nen while making the plural. The same goes for the noun the Professorin, which means a female professor, and the ending here is also similar, N-E-N. Here I would like to tell you that professions in German carry the article either der or die, where the ending in or en shows that the profession is done by a female. So, we have die Lehrerin, the female teacher, or der Lehrer, which is the male teacher, der Professor, which is the male professor, and the Professorin, which is the female professor. Now, let us look at this noun, das Gymnasium. I would like to tell you that this does not mean the English word gym, where people carry out exercise or do exercise. This in German means the higher secondary school. So, if you look the ending IUM or EUM, the plural form here is IEN or EAN. So, nouns which basically end with this ending IUM carry the plural form IEN. Here we have the noun das Museum, which as you know means the museum. Here the ending in the plural is AN. So, if you remember, the any noun which ends with UM will always have the plural ending EN or AN. Now, let us look at these two nouns together. These noun Thema, which means theme or topic, Firma, which means a company, they both have the same ending a or aa. However, they have different articles. Das Thema, die Firma. However, both of them have the same ending in plural, which is an and an. So, usually when you have nouns which end with a, irrespective of the article which they carry, they usually have the plural ending an or an. Now, in the next segment, we would do some exercises based on the plural forms. Now, we would do some exercises and then we will call two students and then we will see if the answers provided by them are right or wrong. So, we would now look at the answers given by our students and see if the answers are right or wrong. Das Haus, die Häuser. Das Haus is singular, die Häuser plural. As you can see, the change is happening where the A is replaced by A umlaut and there is an addition of ER. So, the answer is right. The Rose, the Rosen. Here we add an N to the noun and the plural form is used for the feminine noun the Rose. Der Mann, the Männer. Here the A is replaced by A and an ER is added. Das Theater, the Theater. As I told you, certain nouns which are international words are or taken from other languages, they retain the same form in most cases. So, here das Theater will remain in plural form also the Theater. Der Garten, which is similar to the garden. Here as you can see, the plural form has got an A umlaut, which is the right answer. Die Schokolade, the Schokoladen. Schokolade, as you know, is chocolate. Here like the noun the Rose, the ending is also E, therefore, it has the plural ending an, which is the right answer. Now, we have a similar noun the Brille, which means spectacles. Here the ending is E or A, the plural form therefore has the ending en, which is the right answer. The Studentin, which means a female student, the answer is the Studentinnen. However, our student has forgotten to write another letter here, which is not a problem because everybody learns through mistakes. So, we would correct this mistake here and write the correct form. Now, we have the correct form here, which is Studentinnen. Please remember there are two N's here, not the single N. So, we have the Studentin in singular and the Studentinnen in plural. Der Lehrer, which means a male teacher, die Lehrer. If you remember, nouns which usually end with ER or AR, they have the same plural form and they do not undergo any change. Der Direktor, which means a male director, die Direktorin is the plural form, and nouns which usually end with OR, they usually have the plural form with AN. Der Baum, die Bäume. As you can see here, the A or the A is replaced by A, and in addition in the plural form the A, which is E, is added. Der Pullover, the pullover. As I told you, in the case of der Lehrer, here also the same rule applies, where the masculine noun der Pullover with the ending AR is also similar in its plural form der Pullover or the pullover without undergoing any change. Now, in this session, we learnt the plural forms of the verb. We learnt many new aspects and rules and exceptions for making the plural in German language. As you can see, making a plural in the German language with any noun is not easy, but if you remember the rules where to use which word and where to use the umlaut and which words are similar in the singular as well as in the plural, you can easily write and learn the plural forms. It is not difficult if you continuously work on the plural forms, and I would also like to tell you that it is very important to learn each noun with its singular form and in its plural form, where in the singular form you learn the noun with its article, which is der, the or das, and along with its plural form. Certain nouns might not have a plural form at all, that is also possible. So, there are many rules, but equally there are many exceptions. As I always say, we wind up the lesson with Auf Wiedersehen, Tschüss.